Battambang province in Cambodia. A tuk-tuk pulls into the middle of a small village. Their preparations proceed smoothly. First, a screen. Now a projector is unpacked too. In no time, the space is transformed into a movie theater. The film is being screened for children who normally have no opportunity to see movies. It's the work of the World Theater Project. Founded in 2012, this NPO has screened movies for more than 20,000 people in around 200 locations. The founder of the World Theater Project is Saori Kyodaiseki of Japan. The project expresses her love for children and for cinema.
だから何か学んだことによって人生を切り開いていっていけたらいいな。
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that.
In terms of population, Battambang is the third biggest city in Cambodia. But it has no movie theaters showing films on a regular basis. Some Cambodian cities have a dozen or more movie theaters, but most towns have not a single one. The World Theater Project's mission is to bring movies to children in those places deprived of cinema. Today, the project's team goes to an elementary school in the suburbs. The staff immediately starts setting up for the showing. The students help.
場所によって反応が違ったりするので、果たしてこう受けてくれるかとか、みんなちゃんと見てくれるかなとか変えられないかなっていうのがすごい緊張します。
Since Kyodaiseki doesn't speak Khmer, she relies on the leader of the project's Cambodian staff, N. Salom. This portable screen was hand-built by N himself. The movies they show are Japanese anime films for which the project has screening rights. They are dubbed into Khmer so that the children can understand what's happening. Today's movie is a coming-of-age story about a human child raised by raccoon dogs who achieves her dream of becoming a flute player. Kyodaiseki chose this movie for its message about the importance of pursuing one's dreams. She says that movies have made a major impact on her own life.
本当にちっちゃい時は 映画を見て刑事になりたいとか魔法使いになりたいとかも本当に世界を広げてくれましたね。
Movies inspired Kyodai Seki. As a student, she wanted to be a film director, but that didn't happen for her, and she ended up in a series of temporary office jobs. In 2012, a turning point in her personal life led Kyodai Seki to chase a new dream, building movie theaters in the developing world. She and some Japanese friends began going to Cambodia once or twice a year to screen films. Now, with Anne and 5 other Cambodian staff, the World Theater Project holds 2 movie screenings per week. Its activities are expanding. Anne closely observes the children during the screening. There's one scene in particular that he is very fond of. It comes when the main character and her mother try to play leaves like flutes. At this point in the film, the kids always break out in smiles and laughter.
ពេលដែលបន្ទាប់ពីដើរប្រចាំងហើយពេលខ្លះហត់ប៉ុន្តែសប្បាយដូចជារឿងប៉ារីមិញហ្នឹងខ្ញុំប្រាប់គេទៅឲ្យគេមើលទៅគេដួតអារម្មណ៍ហើយពេលដែលចប់កុនភ្លាមគេមកកាច់ស្លឹកឈើគេយកមកផ្លុំសាកមើលពេលនោះគេចង់ចូលតួដើរតួនៅក្តីសុបិនរបស់គេហើយអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំមានអារម្មណ៍សប្បាយ
There was a time when cinema thrived in Cambodia. Many movie theaters were built in its cities, and Cambodians flocked to them. This is a scene in a movie from 1970 featuring Cambodia's glorious mythic past. From the 1960s through the early 70s, more than 400 feature films were made in Cambodia. They were distributed in Thailand, Vietnam, and other countries in the region. It was the golden age of Cambodian cinema. This street in central Battambang was once lined with movie theaters.
ហើយបើមនុស្សបើនិយាយពីមនុស្សជន់កគ្នាជន់កមើលហ្មង
A vestige of that era remains. This movie theater built in the 1960s. Today it shows movies only occasionally. In those days, Tess Salon was a projectionist. The projection room is in pretty bad shape, but for Tess, it is full of memories. Then came 1975. Tess was 24 years old. He was forced to abandon his job. Tess had to cut all ties with the cinema world. The vibrant Cambodian film industry was extinguished. Now, 20 years after the end of the Cambodian Civil War, the film industry is at a crossroads. New movie theaters are opening in the cities, and the number of films made in Cambodia is slowly increasing. One director has been taking a fresh look at the Pol Pot years and striving to overcome its tragic legacy. Her name is Soto Kolikar. Soto gives Kyodai Seki a DVD. This film embodies Soto's thoughts and feelings about her homeland. This is the first Cambodian film that Kyodai Seki's project has received the rights to screen. The World Theatre Project began in Japan in 2012. It was established as an NPO headed by Kyodai Seki. Around 30 like-minded volunteers helped run its activities. It raises funds mainly through holding events and from corporate and individual donations. As the NPO's activities have expanded, it needs to add to the library of films it can screen. Part of Kyodai Seki's job is to negotiate with distribution companies for the rights to show movies. She aims to persuade rights holders by drawing attention to the project's ideals. The distribution company buys into Kyodai Seki's vision and offers her rights to 2 films at a bargain price. We're back in the Cambodian capital, Phnom Penh. Among the many people needed to make the screenings possible are voice actors. Professional voice actors are willing to work for the World Theatre Project at favorable rates. A new international collaboration for the world of cinema. Today, the World Theatre Project's car is driving to a more remote settlement than usual. They arrive at 5:30 p.m. This rural village, 90 kilometers from Battambang, has almost no electricity. This is where Kyodai Seki will screen Soto's The Last Reel for the first time. It's also the first time that the project has arranged a screening in this area. They immediately set out to invite locals.
果たして人に出会えるのか。
この時間帯は田舎の人は暗くなるとみんな寝ちゃう。
あ、みんなそうか。
街と違って。
そうですよね。
電気まだ来てない。
そうですよね。寝ちゃいますよね。
はい。あそこに一軒ある。
誰かいるかな。すみません。今日これからあそこで映画をやるんですけど、よかったら見に来てくれませんか。
The village seems almost deserted, and it's the first time the World Theater Project is screening a live-action feature film.
今までやってないシアタープノンペンなので、どうなるかが本当に未知数です。ものすごくドキドキします。
Despite her anxieties, people begin to gather. It's 7 p.m., time to start the movie. And they have an audience of more than 40.
スースダイで合ってますか。スースダイ。今日は映画を見に来てくださってありがとうございます。はい、外クオリカさんという女性監督が魂を込めて作った作品で、どうか最後まで見ていっていただけたら嬉しいです。
The World Theater Project's first screening of a Cambodian film begins. The protagonist is Sopon, a student at a modern university in the present day. She comes across a run-down movie theater where a film is playing. On the screen, she sees her mother as a young woman. But it seems the last reel of the film was lost in the chaos of the Civil War. The projectionist is also the owner of the theater. Sopon asks about the old days. They decide to reshoot the lost last reel of the film. Meanwhile, a long hidden family history is revealed. Sopon learns about a ghastly era in Cambodian history that people have long avoided talking about. To overcome the darkness of the Pol Pot years, the truth about those years must be spoken. The character of Sopon conveys this message, which is what Soto herself wants the audience to hear. The area where the World Theater Project is screening The Last Reel was once a stronghold of Pol Pot's army. Kyodai Seki and En had mixed feelings about showing the film here, but eventually they decided to go ahead. The villagers have seen almost no movies before. They are transfixed by the images spilling across the screen. As the end credits roll, the audience bursts into applause. Some villagers did experience those years. A few days after the screening, Kyodai Seki pays a visit to Soto's home.
project ហ្នឹងគឺនៅបន្តរហូតបន្តជីវិតរហូតរហូតស្រុកខ្មែរនៅតែមាន project ហ្នឹងនៅតែមានអញ្ចឹងចា
今回すごくこの活動が思いを伝える配給者配達人だっていうことをすごく実感できてカンボジア今後発展していってもみんなでいい映画を見るっていう時間は必要だと思うので私が別に私亡き後も団体としてずっと映画上映を続けていけたらなと思いました。
Cinema prompts people to think and talk. It can inspire them to dream. We encountered a group of high school students shooting a movie on the streets of Phnom Penh.
គោលបំណងខ្ញុំគឺខ្ញុំចង់ឲ្យយុវជនយើងហ្នឹងបន្តផលិតកុនខ្លីនិងកុនផ្សេងៗទៀតដែលឆ្លុះបញ្ចាំងពីជីវភាពរស់នៅពិតៗរបស់ជាជនខ្មែរហ្នឹង
យុវជនឯងចូលរួមក្នុងការថតដើម្បីឲ្យលើកស្ទួយនៅខ្សែភាពយន្តដែរ
Kyodai Seki's collaborator En Salon is working on a vacant lot in front of his house.
សម្អាតស្មៅកន្លែងនេះដើម្បីចង់មានគំនិតថាចង់ធ្វើរោងបញ្ចាំងកុនឲ្យក្មេងមើលមកចូលអំប្រាក់កាត់នេះទាំងអស់ហើយដើម្បីធ្វើរោងហើយដល់ពេលយើងបញ្ចាំងកុនហើយយើងរៀនយើងអាចមកលេងបានអញ្ចឹងកូនប្រូមែនប្រូអូខេអញ្ចឹងជួយបោះស្មៅអូខេណា
These days, Cambodian children can picture an exciting future.
ペイちゃんは将来何になりたいものありますか？
ពេលធំឡើងចង់ធ្វើអីគេ
ចង់ធ្វើអ្នកផលិតខ្សែភាពយន្តព្រោះខ្ញុំមើលកុនរាល់ថ្ងៃជាងគំនូរខ្ញុំចង់ខ្លាចជាគ្រូពេទ្យខ្ញុំចង់ខ្លាចជាគ្រូរៀនខ្ញុំចង់ខ្លាចជាអ្នកតារីគាត់ដែរ
Kyodai Seki's mission is to bring movies to them all. What new dreams will the silver screen engender in these young people's hearts?